This channel does not promote any violent, harmful, or illegal activities. All content provided by this channel is meant for an educational purpose only.
May it please your ladyship, I beg to appear on behalf of the petitioner.
Yes.
This pertains to, my lord, the annual Mela, my lord, the fair, my lord, organized by this particular community known as the Mutua community. On the last occasion, this matter was taken up, my lord. I had indicated, my lord, there are now two factions, my lord.
1 minute. Specific instruction to be taken regarding the consideration of the application.
Yes.
And whether any other application has been made by any other person or authority for holding the fair on the same date, time, everything.
Correct. May I just indicate two things, Millet? So far, what is fallen from Mr. Bhattacharya's client, that he is holding the Mela from the last 3-4 years.
No, not last 3-4 years. We are holding it since long. That is there stated in the application.
Whatever.
I just indicate two things. I consulted the record. It appears that from 2021, the Mela is being organized by the faction group of the people. That is the person concerned who is not added as a party. Now here also, Millard, the person concerned who has, Millard, applied for the license. There are two applications came up. Two applications on the same date we have received. One application contained with the everything, like the permission from the owners, electricity, the fire department's license, everything. Now we have to granted the Millard the license to the Millard the other fraction of the group. I can show you to your lordship. He has not, whatever he has given Millard, the permission is supposed to supported with some of the documents. The documents were not there. I just show to your lordship my.
So you have granted permission to hold the fair to somebody else?
Yes, my lord.
You have already?
Yes.
This is what they keep on doing, my lord, as I was indicating, my lord. But insofar as, my lord.
1 minute, let me understand things.
Someone who is a total stranger, my lord, cannot just come in and say that, yes, I have the right to get a license, and the state cannot say that, no, we are not going to look into it.
But this is going on for quite some time.
This is going on for quite some time, my lord. Kindly appreciate.
This is not 1 year.
No.
Repeated years, document have been.
Entire queries of your lordship is hiding in the page number 389.
389?
Yes.
Can you just find out whether he has signed on the form or not, form 28 or not? Can you just take the instruction?
389, what is there?
This is a Millard letter to the Shabadipati, dated 27th
February 25.
Now kindly see who has wrote this one and what is the content here. মহাশয় অল ইন্ডিয়া মতুয়া মহাসংঘের পক্ষ হইতে বিশেষভাবে অবগত করা হইতেছে যে প্রতি বছরের ন্যায় এই বৎসরও শ্রীধাম ঠাকুরনগর ঠাকুরবাড়িতে মতুয়া ধর্ম সম্মেলন 2025 সালে অনুষ্ঠিত হইতে চলিয়াছে। আগামী 25শে মার্চ 2000 তারিখে পূর্ণ স্নান সহ মহামেলার শুভ সূচনা হইতেছে। বিগত 1948 সাল হইতে মহামেলার সূচনা হইয়াছে। এই মহামেলার জন্য পূর্বে কোনো অনুমোদন লাগিত না। 1887 সাল হইতে প্রথম জেলা পরিষদের অনুমোদন লাভ হইতেছে। সেই সময়কাল হইতে অল ইন্ডিয়া মতুয়া মহাসংঘের নামে ফর্ম 29 এর অনুমোদনের মাধ্যমে করা হইতেছে, কিন্তু বিগত 2017 সাল হইতে এর অনুমোদন অল ইন্ডিয়া মতুয়া মহাসংঘের সম্পাদক বিভিন্ন সংঘাবতী নামকরণ অনুযায়ী হইতেছে। So Millard, this is Millard the statement which he is Millard
admitting.
Yes.
Is my learned friend contending, my lord, that the final permission has been granted by the Jila Parishad? Because, my lord, from the documents he referred to, my lord, I do not find, my lord, any final permission, my lord, forthcoming from the Jila Parishad.
License, I have shown.
দেখা কোথায়? একবার দেখা, আমাকে তো কপি দিসনি।
দেখাচ্ছি তো, কেন দেখাবো না? দেখি।
Yes. 10th of March, Additional Executive Officer, North 24 Pargana Zilla Parishad, Form 29 has already been issued.
My lord, Form 29, my lord, I'm grateful to my learned friend, my lord, Annexure 13.
Yes.
Very well. But this has no validity, my lord, in the eye of law. My lord, kindly takes, my lord. My lord, has the Panchayat Act, my lord?
No.
না তুই কপি দিস না তো।
আমি তো জানতাম না তুই এরকম করে এই কপিগুলো দিবি, এটা তো আমার প্রিভিলেজ কমিউনিকেশন
হয়।
আমি তো এখনো
প্রিভিলেজ কমিউনিকেশন বিটুইন দি ক্লায়েন্ট এন্ড দি লয়ার হয়। কোর্টের কাছে রিপোর্ট ফাইল করলে সেটা প্রিভিলেজ কমিউনিকেশন হয় না। এভিডেন্স একটা পড়।
এভিডেন্স একটা আমি পড়েই তো বলছি, দেখান যতগুলো দেখাবি দেখেই নে।
My lord, kindly takes, my lord, section 218 of the Panchayat Act, my lord. Kindly see, my lord, what they have granted. Now, this is a license granted under Section 26 of the West Bengal Zilla Parishad Act 1963. What has found it, Manoj? This is under Section 26 of the West Bengal Zilla Parishad Act.
Where is this section mentioned?
Manoj, in the middle, Manoj, form of license for holding fair or mela.
Yes, section 26.
Manoj, kindly take section 200 and...
It has been repealed.
It has been repealed, Manoj. It has no validity in the eye of law. Manoj quashes it, Manoj. Manoj sends...
All license.
And naturally, but this is the final license. This is the final. So this has no validity in the eye of law. With the coming into force of the Panchayat Act, my lord, this Zilla Parishad Act, my lord, has been.
May I answer to this question? Kindly come to the page 10 of.
I'm on a document, my lord.
10. Of
Page
my,
10.
Of my document.
Yeah, it's a copy.
Page 10.
Yes. Millet, the 162 Act of the Zilla Parishad, Millet, we have invoked over here. Now, Lordship, kindly see, Millet, the copy annexure 16.
Now, suddenly another copy of the report comes up.
No, এটা ওখানেই রয়েছে।
আমি বললি তো তোর কাছে কপি নেই, পড়ে তারপরে দিবি।
16.
Yes, it is in 15.
15.
West Bengal Act, Panchayat Act 1973. Chapter, it starts, Lordship, see, Millet, we have already annexed over here. Now, kindly see the, Millet, Act may be called as the West Bengal Panchayat Act 1973. Now, kindly see 162, skip over on the page. A Zilla Parishad may require the owner or the lease of a fair or mela or an owner of a lease of a land intending to hold a fair mela in thereon to obtain a license in this behalf, the Zilla Parishad on such terms and conditions as may be prescribed and on payment of the fee, such license. Millet, accordingly, Millet, this, as per this section, Millet, this power has been given to us that we have invoked and Millet granted the license.
Under the license, you have invoked very well, but it should be under the 73 Act and not under the repealed Act.
Millet, the
that is a printed form which has not been changed.
So this goes, Manoj. This has no legal sanctity, Manoj. There's no legs to stand upon, and I'm sure, Manoj, my learned friend, being so reasonable, will not be trying to justify it, Manoj.
Millet, I will say, Millet, only this thing, Millet. The writ petition is confined to the not challenging the decisions. The writ petition is confined to the, Millet, granting the permissions. Now, if he is aggrieved by this, he has a scope to challenge the same.
I was on the question of malice in law, my lord. It is now well demonstrated. Somehow was the other, my lord, to, my lord, support, my lord, this route, my lord, this particular faction, my lord, who is claiming, my lord, herself to be the Shanghadipati. Though, my lord, I had indicated, it is just an ornamental place.
Please come.
Yes, it's a society. A society, my lord, knows, my lord, very well, my lord, under the provisions of the Societies Registration Act, my lord, it is either the president or the general secretary.
Millet, Lordship would kindly take trouble to see once more the last annexure of this my and instruction.
Yes. (16)
Yes, 16, which I was referring from the very beginning.
24th of January 2006.
On increase of the workload in Zilla Parishad, such and such, on the careful consideration of the matter, Governor, in exercise of the power conferred to Section 212 of the West Bengal Panchayat Act, West Bengal such and such, has been pleased to direct the executive officer of the Zilla Parishad, including the such and such, shall delegate the power, function, and responsibility depending upon the local function. Additional such and such, this has been given.
Additional executive officer is all right. It's no issue.
Of law.
No issue with his jurisdiction to issue the license.
No
issue with that.
How permission under a repealed act can be granted? How a license? Sets it aside, my lord, sends both of the applications, my lord, back to, my lord, the authority, so that they can consider.
He has not challenged the same, my lord.
It is now, my lord, on record. It is the
he
state.
He is seeking, my lord, the quashing of a criminal case in the prayer. See that?
The petitioner.
It is essentially about grant of permission.
Prays for a direction upon the respondents to grant permission to hold Motua Dharmo Mohamela on and from 27th March 2024 in favor of All India Now, Mr. Bhattacharya, come to your prayer. B.
My lord,
I have indicated below.
Oh, you have.
Yes.
I
They are asking for the quashing of the criminal case.
No, no.
Prayer B. Prayer B.
I'll tell
No,
you,
page
Prayer
40.
A is the permission.
Yes.
my lord, with the advent of
Prayer A is dispensation of Rule
Correct.
26. Prayer B is for holding the fair.
Fair.
Date.
with the advent of technology, my lord, as I
Yes.
keep on saying, my lord, we were all born
Right.
intelligent, my lord, but technology ruined us, my lord. My lord, 4 has to be read as 5, my lord.
It has to be read as. Now this, the old one, section
I
26,
see.
has to be read as
My lord, we are
73.
my lord, we are individuals, my lord. What we can do, my lord, a statutory body cannot do that, my lord.
Achha, ki bola?
My lord, my lord,
27th of March 25.
Muhyiddin Bepari
Wrongly mentioned as 27th March 2024 in favor of All India Motua Mahasangha. An application for obtaining the license was made on 27th of February 2025 before the Secretary of the Zilla Parishad. Stop. The same was not responded to by the authority. Stop.
Huh? Helena.
The matter was taken up for consideration by the court on 11th of March 2025. And upon hearing the parties, the court directed the learned advocate representing the state respondents to obtain instruction as to whether permission for holding the fair was granted in favor of any other person or authority. Stop. Paragraph. Today, instruction has been forwarded by the additional executive officer of the Jila Parishad, wherefrom it appears that permission for holding the fair license for holding the fair in Form 29 has been allowed by the additional executive officer, North 24 Parganas Zilla Parishad, on 10th March 2025. Stop. The form of license records that license for holding the fair is granted under Section 26 of the West Bengal Zilla Parishads Act, 1963. Stop. Paragraph. It has been the instruction forwarded by the Jila Parishad mentions that as the application filed by the petitioner was not backed up by supporting documents, accordingly, the same could not be considered. Stop. As a separate application was already pending consideration before the authority, along with all supporting documents, the same was considered and the license granted. Paragraph. On a perusal of the license, it appears that the same has been granted under the provisions of the West Bengal Zilla Parishads Act 1963. Stop. Paragraph. According to Section 218 of the West Bengal Panchayat Act 1973, with effect from the date of coming into office of a Panchayat Samiti under subsection 3 of section 94, the provisions of the West Bengal Zila Parishads Act 1963 relating to Anchalik Parishads stand repealed within the territorial limits of the block. Stop. With effect from the date of coming into office of a Jila Parishad under subsection 3 of section 140, the provisions of the West Bengal Jila Parishads Act 1963 relating to Jila Parishads stand repealed in the district. Stop. Paragraph. In the present case, the license has been issued under the provision of law which has been repealed by the coming into effect of the West Bengal Panchayat Act, 1973. Stop.
But one more point, Malad, I just found out from the report, Malad, that they have handed over to me. But they say about formal application being made by Malad, the person in whose favor it was granted, Malad. They have annexed the formal application at Annexure 5. But the formal application, Malad, what they are saying, Malad, is a letter, Malad, just Malad, which was issued to the officer in charge of Gaighata police station, Malad. This cannot be a formal application. And there are no other document, Malad, apart from this, Malad. Kindly consider, Malad.
No, it is here. It must be here.
Malad, I just checked up, Malad. This is what they are referring to as the formal application, Malad. Apart from that, Malad, nothing has been annexed, Malad. 13th of January, Malad. Yes, page 6, Malad. They are saying, like previous years, similarly for the current year of 2025, on the basis of formal application by the applicant Mamata Thakur, Sanghatipati of All India Mahasangha, which has been received at Jela Parishad on 3/3/2025. So they receive it just on 3/3, the Jela Parishad. And formal application, Malad, an application made to the officer in charge, Malad, cannot be reckoned as a formal application, Malad. And if Malad can, Malad, also take, Malad, notice, Malad, of the fact that, Malad, it was a copy of the same also, Malad, was never made over to the Jela Parishad, Malad. Annexure 5. This speaks of malice, Malad, as I was indicating, Malad.
Next. Any license issued under a repealed provision of law cannot be acted upon. Stop. The licensee cannot use the said license for holding the subject fair. Stop. Paragraph. It appears that the application of the petitioner is pending consideration before the Jela Parishad.
So that is the only application, Malad. They do not have any application.
Stop. The additional executive officer of the Jela Parishad is directed to consider the said application made by the petitioner on 27th of February 2025 in accordance with law. After giving reasonable opportunity of hearing to all the necessary parties and thereafter pass an order either to allow or to reject the prayer of the petitioner for grant of license. Such decision shall be taken by the aforesaid respondent at the earliest, but positively by 19th of March 2025. Instruction forwarded by the respondent authorities be retained with the records. Writ petition stands disposed of.
Malad, as a logical corollary, Malad, whatever else, Malad, they are putting, buttressing on, Malad, they also, Malad, stand cancelled, Malad, because this is the genesis, Malad. It has to come from the Jela Parishad.
Those are all old documents. Why will the court cancel those?
Because he has carried as a party.
In the report, then no, Malad, I can do
nothing. That. I have only mentioned that the license which has been issued under the repealed provision cannot be acted upon.
What they will do, Malad, they will say that they have the permission from the other authorities. Therefore, Malad, I am granting license to them. But Malad can kindly record my submission, Malad, to the only limited extent, Malad, that there is no formal application which has been made to the Jela Parishad, Malad. No, Malad.
The authority will see.
Malad, kindly record my submission.
The authority, the aforesaid respondent, shall consider the application which has been made by the Jela Parishad?
No, but application, my lord, made by the other faction, my lord.
No, other faction is not there before the Jela Parishad. I have mentioned that only the application before the Jela Parishad will be considered.
Grateful.